Welcome to Selling Solutions. I'm Karen Gray Playstead, lead decorator, professional home stager at Design Solutions KGP, and with me today is Angela Murphy.
Hi, my name is Angela Murphy. As Karen just said, I am a real estate professional with Green Team Realty, and we are here to answer any questions. So Karen, I think we started discussing that some of the topics we wanted to address today was when you are consulting a seller who will be putting a house on the market, what are the rooms that are most impressionable or that you focus on to begin with?
Okay. Well, as we've discussed before in past videos, of course, one of your first impressions is your curb appeal, because people will go ahead and drive up to your home and boom, either they fall in love with the house or they're going to say, yeah, no, let's not even bother going in. So yes, your curb appeal has to be, right up to par. But then of course too, your next room is your entrance. When you open up that door, what is the feeling that it gives the buyer when they walk in? And a lot of times we'll concentrate on color, decluttering, those type of things. The living spaces are very important on the main floor. For instance, the living room, if you have one, a family room, and of course kitchens. Kitchens are 30% of a buyer's decision on a house. So if you yourself are ever feeling that your kitchen is not something that you're really in love with, it's something that should be considered to be updated, because it does really set an impression on buyers. Then moving upstairs, let's say, the next key room happens to be the master bedroom. And as I always tell my sellers, you got to remember that that master bedroom is where the person who's going to be paying the mortgage is going to be relaxing at the end of the day. So
Absolutely.
You want to make sure that it conveys very positively, relaxing, beautifully to the buyers. And then also too, you've got a lot of buyers love those ensuite bathrooms. If you have one, if you don't, make sure that the bathroom that is available for the house to, for all the occupants of the house, make sure that it's updated and that it's, something that people like. People are more impressed with a house and what they're looking at as a house and a lifestyle that they want versus the things in somebody's house.
Right.
So that's why you will always hear people say clear and declutter, but the clearing and the decluttering has to do with the fact that we want the house to stand out and the features of the home, not necessarily all the little tchotchkes in the home. And that's the reason why you clear and declutter.
Right.
Now, when you're with buyers, what do you hear from them?
I'll tell you, I mean, it is when you first walk in. However, kitchens and bathrooms are predominantly one of the most important things. When a home is staged, I will tell you, and it's void of pictures, there's no emotional attachment to the sellers, then people can visualize themselves in it. And especially if it's updated. Right now, as you know, it is a seller's market, and any of those people who have taken your advice in updating their kitchens and their bathrooms, and if it is staged, it sells same day or within a week or so. I mean, they're just not remaining on the market. So for sellers, it is very important to, as you said, to remove tchotchkes, and there's always an emotional attachment to that, and I understand that, just like you do. And you advise them, but I would definitely recommend removing those. And in answer to your question, as I said, kitchens and bathrooms.
Well, it's interesting that you said that, because a home is where all these memories are made. But when you go to sell, you have to keep in mind that this now is a product on the market.
Correct.
Which is really hard. It's really hard to consider that. The tchotchkes are not what are going to sell the house. What's going to sell the house are the features of the home. And then taking those features of the home, downplaying the negativities, and upplaying the beautiful rooms that you can through staging, of course. That is key thing of staging, is that if there are things in a house that just do not make sense, staging comes in to go ahead and take care of that so it makes sense to the buyer. Only 10% of buyers out there can envision anything other than what they're actually seeing. So if they walk in and they see, and they're a very contemporary type of buyer, and the house has been done in a very colonial look or a very farmhouse look, they're going to be, I'm out of here. Right. Whether or not the structure of the home is contemporary or not, they're going to be out of there. So you have to consider basically neutralizing a bit in terms of your home, but then you can't go to the extreme of decluttering to being sterile either, because then that does not give a feeling to the home or a lifestyle. And that's, I think, what you're saying is that, you know, those people who are buying like crazy are buying because they're feeling the lifestyle of the home.
Right. Yeah. When it is sterile, as you just mentioned, the first question will be, is anyone living here?
Right. And you even get that when you look at the MLS sometimes. Yeah. You'll see that, you know, people have gone ahead and, you know, decluttered, and you'll see like a kitchen kind of set up, and then you'll see these other rooms that like might have a chair in a corner, and then you see, and then you'll see like a table in the next room, and you're like, is somebody living there? Is not? Like, what is this? Is this supposed to be staged? Is it not? So either you do a full staging, or maybe you leave it vacant. Vacant does not resonate with buyers typically, unless it's like a fairly updated home. Those usually will resonate with buyers. But, you know, an older home that's vacant, it can be a tough sell. So
it needs a little bit of help from you.
You always have to keep that buyer in mind is what it comes down to, as to who is going to be purchasing this home. And, you know, sometimes, like we've discussed before, staging is all different levels. It can be anything from a full vacant house with furniture to just adding accessories and getting it to the point where it feels like a lifestyle, but it's not overwhelming is what it comes down to. And you can see the house. You can actually see the house. But yeah, there are a lot of, I think the key impression rooms, you know, are the main rooms that you live in. Of course, the kitchen, and of course, the bathrooms. And if you can't update your kitchen and you can't update your bathroom, make sure it is meticulously, spotlessly clean. Absolutely. And if you can't clean it, then replace it. That's always a rule.
Great tips, Karen.
Well, hopefully that helps some of the sellers out there. And if you have any further questions for us, please reach out on the social platform that you're watching us on. Feel free to share our videos, and we'll see you next time with our next selling solution.
Bye now.
Bye.